Now at 10, more homes are sinking. What one homeowner is doing to keep her house from falling further into the ground. Plus, as we anticipate our warmest temperatures of the year this weekend, Park City gearing up for potential flooding. What city officials are doing to keep homes above water. And police speaking out about a video that shows officers hitting a man they have on the ground in Ogden. What their body cams are showing.
Live from Utah's first TV station, ABC4 News celebrates 75 years.
Welcome to ABC4 News at 10. I'm Glenn Mills.
And I'm Emily Flores. We thank you for joining us. We do begin tonight with a traffic alert. Northbound I-15 at 146 South is seeing some backup tonight, as you see here in the video.
Yeah, details limited as to actually what's happening there, the incident, but UDOT suggesting just taking a detour or waiting until the roads are clear before heading that way.
All right, and now to houses in Woods Cross experiencing sinking foundations.
So the question tonight is, what is the city doing to help? ABC4's Elena Castro live in Woods Cross tonight with that story. Elena.
Residents here in the Woods Cross area know that they live in a pocket popular for subsidence and sinking property. One woman now going through the process of lifting her sinking foundation. The city of Woods Cross has been aware of the sinking crisis in the area. Resident Jennifer Bradbury is currently going through the process of having her foundation restored to lift the sinking that her home is experiencing.
They're going to make it so it comes as close as they can to even. And when they do that, then hopefully our house will stop sinking. And with the sinking, we've seen lots of cracks and doors that don't close completely, or that scrape as they close, and our windows don't close all the way.
The city of Woods Cross is aware of the area's concern for the sinking homes and is being vigilant in their efforts to help those affected. City Administrator Bryce Hatterley issued a statement to us saying, Woods Cross has made extraordinary efforts to help citizens in this area rather than to see homes fall into disrepair and possible abandonment. Those city efforts include conducted and participated in extensive geotechnical studies, gathering and disseminating data on the geological features in the area, established a CRA to help support the repairs of homes, waived building permit and plan review fees for anyone repairing their foundation. Of course, foundation settling is not a new issue and can happen any time of year. Currently a hot-button issue, General Manager of Davenport Foundation Repair, Josh Shaw, shares what to look for in your home to prevent these issues in the future.
Things that people can do when you're potentially looking to buy a home are, first off, the biggest thing is, how is your drainage around your home? So downspouts, like do sprinklers spray towards the home? Water is a big culprit for settlement in general, right?
Wherever you are in the state, be sure to check your home for signs of drainage, and make sure to check your home for signs of drainage and making sure you don't have settling that is going to ruin your home. Reporting live in Woods Cross, Elena Castro, ABC4 News.
Elena, thank you. New at 10, a man now in custody after allegedly attempting to kidnap a 12-year-old girl as she was walking to school earlier today. Police saying 53-year-old Jose Munoz is accused of stopping the girl as she was headed to Liberty Elementary School near Herbert Avenue and Roberta Street in Salt Lake City. Officers saying Munoz allegedly offered the girl some money and asked if she needed a ride. The girl running away and reporting the incident to her school. Officers tracking him down and arresting him after receiving a description of his truck.
And now turning to the weather with a look at the Weber River. Even in the dark, you can see the water rushing downstream. These cameras were set up as a new partnership with American Fork to monitor that spring runoff.
Those will come in handy as that begins, and it's only a couple days away before we really warm up.
Yeah, those temperatures, Alana.
Yeah, they are on the up and up. Expect that warming trend to really settle in as we get through the next couple of days. But we were below average today. Here's a look at what those highs are going to do in the Wasatch Front area. Climb. Are you ready for it? High pressure takes control, but we have to get rid of that storm system that impacted us for the last 2 days. Don Can catching this lovely shot tonight of clearing skies as moisture dwindled and those showers tapered off even over in eastern Utah. Great totals coming out of this. 7/10 in Murray, more than half an inch in Garland, Box Elder County there, more than half an inch in Sandy, close to that in Centerville. The upper Avs doing well. We had thunderstorms and then showers to follow, with lingering showers to rain driven today, and they continue to drop moisture. 4/10 in Taylorsville, backside of the Wasatch getting more than a quarter inch, so did Bountiful. Springville right on the money there, and American Fork getting more than a tenth. So healthy numbers throughout the Wasatch Front area, and that includes all of our northern Utah counties. Now, southern Utah stayed dry. They saw sunshine today, but they were cooler because the front that came through, it definitely knocked down temperatures. That system now exiting to the east, clear skies setting up, which means as we head into tonight, it is going to get chilly. So a heads up there, a cold start to the day. We also know with a northerly flow, we can often see enhanced canyon winds in southern Utah. Look at that number in St. George, 22 miles per hour. Downslope winds in certain spots, Blanding, as well as Escalante and Hanksville, really lends itself to some gusty conditions. So areas near Black Ridge on I-15 in Washington County, Leeds, Laverkin, Tokerville, you know I'm looking at you because you're getting those gusty winds. They'll relax by mid-morning tomorrow, so heads up there. 40s for the temperatures out there right now, 47 in Salt Lake, 63 in St. George. We're going to be dropping. We were below average today. Tomorrow, things turn around. I'll explain why and for how long coming up in my full forecast. Emily, Glenn, over to you.
I want to thank you. Park City gearing up for another warm up this weekend, and that's concerning when you see just how much snow is still there in yards and driveways. City officials saying that they've been preparing for spring runoff and they've prepared for the warmer weather. Public Works has pallets of sandbags ready to go this weekend if they're needed. They've also been keeping a close eye on Silver Creek, or Poison Creek as the locals like to call it. They're doing daily checks with the cooler temperatures on the debris basins and will increase those efforts as the temperatures warm.
The last 5 years, we've really done a lot of cleaning on our stormwater system. So a lot of the open ditch areas that used to be clogged up with dead trees and willows and that type of thing, we've cleared out. There still are a couple choke points that we keep an eye on for sure, but for the most part, I think we'll be pretty good, and Sunday will be a good test.
Park City Public Director Troy Daly telling ABC4 that they'll be ramping up preparedness efforts over the weekend. They'll be loading sandbags into trucks and keep more staff on standby for any issues that may come up.
In Ogden, police sharing a first-hand look at the body camera of officers punching a man. This happened on Saturday, addressing the public today to share their side of the story. A warning to those watching, you may find this footage graphic. So it's a video of the beating taken by a bystander last Saturday. It's going viral. Police say 30-year-old Sean Sims was walking down Washington Boulevard in the street when an officer tried to stop him. He ran. Officers say they tried to get him to stop when he made a gesture that led police to believe he had a gun. Officers then forced him to the ground, punching and tasing him until they could cuff him. Police saying that Sims was under the influence of drugs, adding to his history of drug charges.
Our society has a lot of issues now with mental health and drug addiction, and a lot of times officers are the ones that are always in front of those situations trying to resolve those problems. And situations can turn ugly, and unfortunately our officers were in a bad situation, and I hope our officers or this individual doesn't have to deal with that again.
The case is under investigation to make sure police didn't break the law. Sims has hired an attorney who says police used excessive force in this action, calling it unconstitutional.
We turn now to changes in the mortgage industry that could mean higher costs for home buyers with a good credit score and lower costs for those with a lower credit score.
Okay, it's all because of a new federal rule. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has more on that.
It's a change many homeowners will find surprising. Beginning next month, some people with good credit scores may actually end up paying higher mortgage fees, while those with lower credit scores will pay less.
Because of these changes, the advantage of having a higher credit score or making a larger down payment is not as big as it used to be.
It's a new federal rule going into effect May 1st.
The change that the administration made is meant to make it easier for borrowers who have a lower credit score.
The goal is to boost affordable housing and provide more equitable access to homeownership.
The administration's stated purpose behind making these changes is to help make it easier for borrowers who have historically been disadvantaged and have had a hard time accessing credit.
First-time home buyers with credit scores ranging from 720 and 760, for example, could pay more under the new rule.
They could see an extra $2,600 on a mortgage of $350,000. It is real money, but not enough to break the bank.
Critics say the rule subsidizes homeowners who shouldn't be getting a mortgage in the first place.
It's another subsidy.
Experts say the biggest increases could be felt by those who put 15 to 20% down on a home.
You might choose to put down a somewhat smaller down payment, say 5% instead of 7%, and that might make a difference for you.
Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.